All right, now that we have understood most of the Tableau screen marks, and in the last couple of videos, we've seen the quick table calculation as well. Now let's move on to the next important portion, which is formatting of any particular diagram. Let me kind of take this same thing over here as, let's say I want to go for perhaps, country wise sales. Let me try and do it. Okay. So this is the diagram over here. Fair enough, right? Now, please understand that for different charts, the different formatting options will come up, right? So let me start with simple bar chart over here. Let me convert this into a horizontal one and let me put it in the descending order over here. Right, plenty of things can be done. In order to enter into the formatting zone, what you need to do is to hover on this particular your stage over here where the chart is drawn, right click and click on format option over here. You can go to, it'll take you to the formatting pane. This is the entire formatting pane. Now, the moment you draw on a chart, there are fields being created. Just click on this. There are two fields, country and sum of sales, which are nothing but the things which are put in row shelf and column shelf. Now, you can either select one of them or can keep it unselected. If you keep it unselected, whatever changes you're going to make will be reflected in both. That is, will be reflected in sales as well as country, x-axis and y-axis. Let's say I just want to look at the country portion over here. That is, I want to look at this. I want to, format it a bit. So I'll just go to this and go to the header. I can go to this, select country, and now I can go for making changes over here. For example, I can change the font size over here. If I can increase and decrease the font size of the country, which seems to be right now my, y-axis. I'm so sorry. Basically representing something rows, right? We can color it up as well. Right, if we want to color it up, we can color it up. We can bold it as well. All kind of changes that you want to make can be done over here. We can look towards the shading of this as well. If you want to shade it up, we can shade it up from a specific color just for the beautification purpose over here, or just for the aesthetic purposes, right? We can do that, right? And we can go towards the total. We can change the total over here. But as this is more towards a bar graph, and in this particular line, there is hardly any total involved, then you'll not observe any kind of specific changes over here, right? So this is header. We can go towards the pane. We can see, is the alignment automatic? Can we see the alignment like this, right? We can go towards the fill. We can work on, what are the colors that we need in the entire sheet to be filled up, right? So a lot of things can be done on the formatting front, right? I would encourage you to explore it for each and every graph. Now, what I would say is that if you need something in formatting, for example, let's say I want this country to be in the center. I don't want it to be towards the right hand portion over here. Let's try and find out that whether this is possible or not. And this seems to be the one which is alignment level, right? So I move on to this alignment. Let's say I take country over here and find the alignment over here. I can just put it at the center. Let me put it over here, or perhaps I just missed the field. No, I have, right? I'll just click on this and I'll click on the header, which gets aligned now, right, towards the center. We can change the font size. That is, if we want to make it horizontal, we can do that. We can make it the other way horizontal. We can do that. Let's keep it vertical at this point of time. We can keep it towards the center when it comes to the height, and we can keep the wrap on. Right? If in case there's a huge name, we can just wrap the text over there. So this is what formatting can do. What I'm trying to say is that if you want something, you believe that this can be done in formatting. That is, if I want it in the center, you believe that it can be done, and then find out a way from where it can be done. Right? For example, if I want to remove the grid lines, think about it. There is something over here in the formatting pane like this. We can just click on this and remove the grid lines over here. We just need to probably find out a way, right, in order to do it. And let's say if I go for this thing, let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Probably then in that case, I'll have to look at the pane and don't want to keep any grid lines over here. I just have to play around. I just have to find out that where can I find the option through which this vertical grid lines can be eliminated. Now, it can be eliminated for sure. I am personally not a huge fan of doing a lot of formatting. If the chart is giving sense, I am not very sure that what we can just take the formatting to a certain extent to make the aesthetics looks good in the chart. But yes, this is true that if we have the right formatting, the chart looks better and slightly more acceptable by the viewer over here. Bottom line is, whatever you think can be done, whatever you want, it can be done in the formatting. And it is applicable to all the BI tools. You just need to go to the formatting page over here and find it out. So I encourage that for every graph, whatever graph it offers, the initial few days or initial few weeks, what you need to do is to keep on, looking at the formatting portion. Just right click on the chart, go to format, and keep on exploring the formatting options. That we learn a lot about it. Right. In fact, we can format this header of the sheet as well. We can just, whatever name we give over here by double clicking this, we just double click this. Let me call this formatting. Right. So the name automatically changes over here to formatting. We can click on this drop down, then, okay, edit title, and then we can go to the title. This shaded portion called as sheet name right now is representing that formatting word, right? If we just select this, the easy selection is press the shift button, down arrow, it selects the entire text over there. And then we have the entire ground to play. We can actually change the font type over here. We can go for white Latin. We can also have a look, right? And let's say I want to go for something like Arial black. Let me go for Arial black over here. And if I apply, I can see how it looks like. It looks decent. And if I, let's say, go for 22 and apply this, it looks decent. I center it, right? And then I can change the color over here. Perhaps, let's say, white, because I plan to give a background to it. And let me see whether I can give a background to it. I don't think I can give a background over here to the header. Does the color of the header changes? I don't think so. So I'll just get to the same color, or probably we can change the color over here. I think this color seems to be slightly better. Yeah, right. We can do this, and we can bold this as well. Apply this, see how it looks like, and then we can click on OK. So this is how we can actually format the header over here as well, right? So we'll not spend a lot of time in formatting. We'll spend our time majorly in understanding charts. How can you draw better charts? And, there are many things to explore in Tableau. Let's keep our focus there. So I would strongly encourage you guys to go through the formatting portion and keep on exploring so that you learn the best over here. Okay. Towards the end of the series, I'm going to also share certain places for where you can take formatting ideas, and that way you can see what color combination goes with what background and so on like that, right? So that will, I'm sure, help you guys.